And welcome back. So, Bloodhound season 2 comes back bigger, louder, and way more brutal than before. But the real question is, does all that action actually make it better? Well, not exactly. This season picks up with Gun and Woon join stronger than ever, continuing their journey after surviving the chaos of season 1. But things don't stay calm for long. A new enemy enters the picture, raising the stakes and pulling them back into violent world they can't escape. And right from the start, you can feel that shift in tone. Season 2 goes all in on action. The fights are more intense, more frequent, and far more personal. There's a rawness to the way these characters throw punches. No weapons, no shortcut, just pure physical combat. And honestly, on that level, the show absolutely delivers. The choreography is sharp, the hit feels real, and every fight carries weight. If you're someone who watches Bloodhounds purely for its action, you're going to have a great time. But where the season starts to struggle is everything in between those fights. The story this time around feels thinner compared to season 1. There's less focus on emotional depth and more on spectacle. And while that makes the show exciting in the moment, it also makes it less memorable. The villain Big is perfect example of this. He's intimidating, larger than life, and definitely feels dangerous, but he lacks nuance. Unlike the grounded threat we saw in season 1, this time the villain feels more like a force of chaos than a fully developed character. And because of that, the emotional stakes don't hit as hard. You're watching something intense, but not necessarily something you will feel deeply connected to. That said, the heart of the show still lies in one place: the bond between Gun and Wu. The bromance continues to be the emotional anchor of the series. Their friendship, their loyalty, and even their lighter moments bring balance to all the violence happening around them. It's what keeps you invested even when the story itself starts to lose focus. There are also some interesting changes this season, like the introduction of global underground boxing league. It adds scale, making the world feel bigger and more dangerous. But again, it comes at a cost. The more the show expands outwards, the less time it spends building meaningful depth within its character. That's really the biggest issue here. Bloodhounds season 2 doesn't quite find the right balance between action and storytelling. It leans heavily into spectacle, and while that makes it entertaining, it also makes it less impactful. By the end, you're left with a season that's undeniably fun to watch but not as emotionally gripping as what came before. So, overall, Bloodhound Season 2 is a solid crowd pleasing sequel. If you love intense action, brutal fights, and strong lead chemistry, it delivers. But if you are hoping for a deeper, more nuanced story, this season might feel like a step down. Thank you for watching. Bye.